Hi, man.
Hey.
Congratulations on your movement to Excel.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so I will start asking you for make a balance with your this season with Splice.
Uh-huh.
Your sensations, your if you are happy with your season, of course, and if you are happy on a personal and on a collective way. Sorry.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think the year went a lot better than I thought it would. I mean, going that far and reaching Worlds and even getting out of groups was not something that I expected, but I definitely didn't leave it out there. But I thought that there would be some strong teams that we would have to compete against, but in reality it was only two that I felt that we had to beat. And I guess it was a good year, everything except for we had in playoffs in summer. I felt like we had the worst period, and it was quite tough. But I think reaching that low is a good thing in your career because that I mean we managed to qualify for Worlds even though we lost to Rogue in playoffs. So it kind of makes you feel that even though you might lose to the worst team, it doesn't mean you're worse than them, and you can become better, and as long as you practice. So I guess I learned something from that.
Yeah, and more like on a personal way, are you happy with your performance this year?
Um, I'm not sure honestly. I feel like my role within the team, I felt like I fulfilled that well. I wasn't really the star player or the carry player, so I felt like more of we had some rough practice and scrims. The mood in the team wasn't the best, so I kind of took it upon me to be kind of the person who makes the practice be more enjoyable and kind of have high spirits. And I guess I learned a lot from our coaches, how to communicate. I thought that was I communicate within the game and out of game. I felt like that was my number one priority because that's kind of the most important job for a support, and I haven't really excelled in that earlier. So I think I'm honestly satisfied with how I improved, and it was not obviously it could be better, but from how I was before the year started and now, I feel like I improved a lot. So I'm overall happy with what happened.
Yeah. Also, you are making this a step ahead, going joining Excel. So, why did you decide to choose the Excel project for your next step in your career?
Uh-huh. Well, I felt like it was a good opportunity to kind of start fresh, I guess. But at the same time, I played with Código before. I really wanted to play with him again because he's honestly one of the best teammates I've had. He's really nice, and we're good friends. And I think he's a great player after he role swapped. And I think he has a bright future. I think he can improve a lot, and he has been improving very fast. And I'm just honestly very excited to work with everyone in the team, especially Young Buck and Kato because I worked with him before. And I guess I don't really know much about the others, but I've heard good stuff. So just being able to play under the team that's coached by Young Buck, the 6-star general, is kind of exciting to me. So I'm looking forward to see what will happen.
Hmm. Well, last this first year of LEC, Excel didn't perform very well. So, what are your expectations of this project on this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not expecting to do perform like that. I'm expecting to perform a lot better. And since we had I mean, the team has had some roster upgrades and staff upgrades, so I think there's no reason why we should perform uh, the same level as before, or the team should perform the same level as before. It should be a lot better. And I don't know, I will just make sure that we will that we will be one of the teams contending for the playoff spots and the top 3 spots even.
I talked to Jambak a few weeks ago. He told me that he wanted to take Excel this year to playoffs and next year to Worlds. Do you think this is realistic expectations?
I mean, yeah, definitely like setting like not too high expectations early is good, because if you set too high expectations, you get disappointed, and that's obviously not good. So I think honestly, like if you just take it step by step, and for me at least, I like having like high up their goals, because it just motivates me to work harder, I think, and not to like be satisfied with being like mediocre and like that. But I see what he's saying.
Yeah, also I want to ask you, I think it was yesterday when you announced you changed your name
Hmm.
to Tore.
Yeah,
You gave like a little explanation on Twitter, but I
yeah.
want you to explain why did you decide to change your in-game name?
Yeah. Basically, I think there's no one that really calls me, like at least from like working in my team. Everyone just calls me Torre. So I think it felt more natural to me to name change that, because that's kind of, I mean, that's my real name, my real first name. It's what my family calls me, and I think Norskeren was, as I mentioned in the tweet, was a name like I came up with when I was like 13, because I was like a fan of Svenskeren, and it's like obviously inspired by that. And I felt, I guess, I think it would just be a lot better for me to rename to Tora, because yeah, it's just kind of that's me, and Norskeren is kind of the past, I would say.
Hmm. Also, Patrick will be your partner on the bot lane
Uh-huh.
this year. So, did you play together already? Some practice or some solo queue? And if so, do you feel good synergy already?
I didn't really play much with him before or recently, because I think, I mean, both have been taking breaks, and the announcement was not too long ago. So, but honestly, I was going to play with him like 2 years ago and last year. I think I don't like, I've been really close to playing on the same team, I think, 2 years, and both of the times I was excited. So it feels good to like finally be able to play with him. But yeah, I mean, I've heard good stuff about him from Cajal, but I've not really heard anything like from other players he play. But I mean, only good stuff, I mean. So yeah, I've been excited to play with him for a while now, and finally it's gonna happen. So yeah, just excited.
Yeah. Going to more off-topic questions about League. We
Uh-huh.
recently had the first patch of the preseason, so I want to know your thoughts on this patch and specifically on the support changes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think, I mean, I think the game is not has not changed that much, except for the like the map change and like items. I think the meta is it's gonna be the same until you see like champion changes. But I think some of the items are obviously gonna get nerfed, like the lethality item, which already got nerfed. But I think it's really exciting to see like the dragon change, that the map changes. I think that's like one of the coolest changes they've done, because it kind of makes the game more enjoyable, because yeah, it's changing, and it's not like the same thing every game. And I really like the thing about the dragons changing the way the map looks. And there's 4 different kinds of dragons, so the map can change in 4 different ways. And I'm just excited to see it like in competitive, what teams will do, or take advantage of the different changes.
Hmm. What about Senna? Did
Senna.
you play her a lot? What are your thoughts on this champion on the super position?
Uh-huh. Well, for me, it kind of looks like it's better AD, and I think that's what the other players are thinking as well. I think the champion scales too well to like not play her AD, and I guess she doesn't really have a lot of like support tools. It's mostly like damage, But I can see like you can play her support. Like it was the same with Pyke. I thought Pyke would originally be like a mid laner or a jungle when he first came out, but they managed to nerf him, and he was played in other roles as well. So I just hope that like uh, like Riot won't nerf the champion too hard, but I can see like how her kit can be broken, and like a champion being able to play in multiple roles is already strong.
Yeah. Also talking about LEC, I just received now a notification that Schalke has confirmed Forgiven. So, what are your thoughts on Forgiven? Are you like a fan, or do you think is a good addition to LEC this year?
Well, I definitely was a fan of Forgiven back in 2015 or when he played on SK, and I didn't really start playing competitive then, but I remember just being a fan of SK, I think only because he was there. And it's just I never played against him, I think I never played against him in a scrim or anything like that. So I don't know if he's as good as he was before because he was obviously gone for a long time. And I haven't really played against him in solo queue, I think, because he doesn't use his nickname Forgiven. So I don't know if he even plays a lot of solo queue, but I think he will definitely be um, like one of the better ADCs if he, I mean, if he stays. He has stayed as good as he was before, obviously, but the other players have gotten better. So we will see if he's managed to like pick up the pace with them, or if he's gonna be like not as strong early on because of his break.
Hmm. We also expect like more rookie players this year on LEC. Do you think this season, with the rosters starting to confirm, do you think this season will be more interesting than last season in terms of players and quality on the rosters?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 2018. There was a lot of rookies that spring split at least, if I recall correctly. Yeah, and I think that it's like kind of just more exciting when there's new players in the league because you kind of don't know what to expect, and usually you get pleasantly surprised by the rookies because they always perform well, like they're hungry to improve. And yeah, I mean, some rookies are better than others, but I think overall the teams that are gonna compete for the top spot are not gonna be the rookie teams. I think there's gonna be um, the normal teams like G2, Fnatic, Origin, and then yeah, other teams. But I don't think the rookies are gonna take the top spots for now.
Yeah. Also, I think Cherche is the only one confirmed to leave. Apart from you on Splice, we expect huge changes. So, what are your thoughts about the Cherche new place for this season, and if you think is like the one of the best junglers on the competition?
Yeah, definitely. He was a very good teammate to have. Like he was a really great friend to have as well, and just teammate in general. He was super good and a good leader. So like I'm happy for him, and I understand that, I'm happy that people recognize him as one of the best junglers now because I think he is, and I think he has like a bright future ahead of him. But I'm still looking to beat him on his team.
Hmm. Last thing, we knew a few days ago, I believe, that Bisichachi is retiring. So, what are your thoughts on this player during your time on Splice with him?
I mean, yeah, I think Chachi was an insane teammate to have. Like he was super nice. He was always positive. He worked super hard, and he's like an inspiration, honestly. Like the way he worked and the way he just, I don't know, like played in the team. Like his whole personality and work ethic is just admirable. So it's really sad to see him go, but I guess he has played for a long time, and now he reached the top of his career, and I guess it's better to retire when you're on top than later. So I respect his decision, but it's still sad to see him go because he's been playing for so long and we're watching him play. And yeah, I'm honestly just happy to have been able to play on a team with him.
Hmm. So this is all basically.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much for your time,
Yeah, same.
and good luck this year with Excel.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.